Mr. Schneebly? Yeah. Hey, what's up? I don't think I should be in the band. Well, why not? I'm not cool enough. People in bands are cool. I'm not cool. Dude, you are cool. The way you play. Why do you say you're not cool? Nobody ever talks to me. Well, those days are over, buddy. You could be the ugliest sad sack on the planet, but if you're in a rockin' band, you're the cat's pajamas. You're the bee's knees. Bee's knees? Yeah, the bee's knees. You'll be the most popular guy in school. Okay, I'll do it. Now listen, this is a big commitment. Don't say yes if you're gonna flake out. I won't. Larry, welcome to my world. Boom. Have a couple of these. Now here, make a platform. Let's rock today. Now you do to me. Let's rock today. That's good. Slap it, shoot it, kaboot it.
Kaboot it.
And we'll work on that later. It's a long shake. Get going.
That is exactly how we talk to children, like as teachers.
Verbatim.
Verbatim. Nothing has changed. It's like I am Jack Black in my classroom.
Yeah, don't wimp out on me, bro.
Yeah, don't wimp out on me. Like, oh man, some of them just, you got to talk to them like that. You got to be real with them. The fifth graders, for sure. That is exactly how you talk to them. Like, dude, man, what's really going on? Why are you acting like that?
I'll say it straight to their face, like, oh, that sucked, bro.
Yeah, if you don't know where that wonderful quote is from, that is from School of Rock, the 2004 classic? 2003 classic starring Jack Black and Miranda Cosgrove and the yucky lady herself, Sarah Silverman.
Wait, you forgot Joan Cusack.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. Love that movie so much. If you haven't gone and seen that one because you're like, oh, I don't know, whatever, go watch it. It's so good. That's like peak Jack Black for me.
A+.
Such a good movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it or didn't want to see it because I think it was like tied with Nickelodeon at the time, but it's like it's so good. So good. Definitely go check it out.
What state does that movie take place in? I've always wondered. I can never figure it out.
Like Connecticut, maybe? Somewhere in the Northeast, definitely.
Ew! Northern states. Northeastern states.
Where do they have prep schools at? I don't go to prep schools.
Oh, but then I always wondered too, like this kind of confused me in the movie. At the very end, spoiler, at the very end, at the Battle of the Bands, they take the field trip. Is it like the middle of the day? They're doing the Battle of the Bands like at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like a sold-out
venue in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a school day.
And so all the parents come, and they're like, they just get off, they just leave work or whatever, and they just go to find their kids, and yeah, I was like, wait a minute, they're not going to have a Battle of the Bands at a club like at, 11 o'clock at night or something, No, we're going to do it at, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Aren't you guys supposed to be at work? I have just been notified that all of your children are missing.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So definitely go check that movie out. It is a wonderful one. But anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 178. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian somewhere on the screen.
I didn't do it for the grade.
We've got KT somewhere on the screen.
What does that kid say? You're tacky and I hate you.
And I'm Miliana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video game, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome. We have been gone. Like we said, we were switching to a monthly episode from now on. So you will get an episode from us at the very end of the month, and it's the end of the month. It's the last day of April. And
Yesterday
guess what?
was Rihanna's birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday. Woo-hoo. So I had a stream on Twitch yesterday, and that was super fun. We played Super Smash Bros. I had not pancakes, waffles for breakfast. I had pizza for dinner, ate a bunch of snacks, some cupcakes. It was
What a
a
life.
lovely, lovely day.
Did you eat
And
ice cream yesterday?
yes, I did eat an ice cream and a
Okay,
bunch of
good.
cookies. And
hate eating
what is funny is Hunter, my husband, told me the other day, I think the day before my birthday or maybe the day of my birthday, now I can't remember. He said to me, "Well, now I think you're officially old. Like
'Cause you're
28.
28.
28 is officially old." I'm like,
Ugh.
"What? What?
Ugh.
What?"
If you're
No.
old, then I'm ancient.
I'm like, "Do you see the eye? What?" So that was wild. I don't feel old. I still feel young and spry, but whatever. So, anyways, we are back. Okay, we're gonna be
A
popping in.
dinosaur story.
That's the thing. That's always going to be the thing. We are back, but now our episodes will be at the very end of the month to recap what has happened for the past month. Y'all, we got some news to go over. Okay, there has been some wild things that have happened in the month of April. Okay, I feel like this was also a super long month. I don't know why.
It has been.
It has gone on forever. And usually April's my favorite, but I feel like it's been going on for freaking ever. But, okay, we had a Nintendo Direct, all right? And we're going to get to that in just a little bit. We also had the Minecraft movie. We're going to get to that in a little bit. We have also had the NFL freaking draft, and we're going to get to that
We're gonna
in
get to
just a
that,
moment.
yeah.
Okay, so if all of that sounds wonderful to you, why don't you stick around and hey, do me a favor. If that stuff sounds good to you, and also yesterday was my birthday, you should hit the subscribe button. just tickle it for me, okay? Just tickle the subscribe button, okay? Because when you do, you become an honorary sibling, and we would love for you to become part of the family. So definitely go ahead and do that. Just give it a little tickle, okay? Thank you. All right. Anyways, on with the show. Brian, we had the Minecraft movie come out. Can you believe it? It was here.
I actually fell asleep for like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Did you
Oh
really?
man.
It was quite boring in the very beginning.
Yeah, the only time I was awake was honestly when Steve, played by Jack Black, was on the screen. Then I was awake,
Yes.
and the other time I was knocked out. So when I woke up, I was like, "Who the heck are these people?" There's like this kid, this girl, Jason Momoa, who's like an idiot or something,
Yeah.
and this black lady who's really nice. But I was like, I don't know what the heck these people are doing. But Jack
I'll
Black, the movie
I'll
is
be
Jack Black.
honest. Every other character could have been thrown in the trash can except for Jason Momoa and Jack Black. All the other
Yeah,
characters could have been tossed in the trash.
yeah. Like the kid is whining at one point, like I just want to be creative, but everybody's bullying me. Like
Yeah,
dude,
I'm
nobody
brand
cares,
new to
bro.
this town. And the sister's like, "Oh, I have to act as a mother figure to my little brother, and we're in this new town." And then the the one other lady who's there, I don't even know what her purpose was except to be the other lady character.
Okay, yeah. Then at one point, Jennifer Coolidge is in the movie, and she's
Yes.
like macking
Why?
on some Minecraft dude, the squarehead people.
Villager.
Yeah, and I was like, what is her purpose in this movie? I don't know. I was asleep probably when she came in, and when I woke up, she's
She
just like,
was the school
I think
principal.
okay, I
Jennifer
feel a
Coolidge.
connection with you. Yeah, uh, and it was like very American Pie esque,
It was
like
so like why?
or
That was the
even
question. Why?
even Jennifer Coolidge in Cinderella story, where she's like, "You're not very pretty,"
Ooh.
just
Yeah.
like that. And I was like, "Why is the purpose of this woman in this movie?" I just don't get it. But whatever.
She served no purpose in the story. The
None
one
whatsoever.
character that I did like was Wolfie. I liked Wolfie. He was cute.
Oh my gosh,
The
excuse me.
the pet to Jack Black who goes away. That movie okay.
Look,
Tell me
as
what
a
it was
person who's never
about.
played
It's
the
not
game,
bad, but it's
as a
not
person who's never
good.
played the movie Minecraft, I came into this just walking in.
You
It
mean
was
played the
just for my
game?
kids. I've never
Like,
played Minecraft
Yeah.
because I'm not a loser. But I know there's like 80 million people. I mean, Minecraft is the biggest selling game of all time, right?
Probably
Yeah,
I think it is. It's either that
one
or Tetris.
one of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, but I've never been into the game. It's just not my cup of tea. But I just go
Mine
into
either.
it, and it's literally just a CGI festival with Jack Black in it, you know. And I was like, if this movie was just a musical of Jack Black singing through CGI, it might have been good. If they had just kept rolling on with that, Jack Black just just doing stuff like that the whole time, I would have been in. But I don't know. I'm
So
not the target audience. I was not the target audience.
so moving on with the movie, okay, it wasn't bad. If you went in knowing this is not going to be a amazing movie, then you were not disappointed. Okay, there were some scenes that were quite funny. The children loved the lava chicken song. Okay, they loved that.
Yes.
They loved the chicken jockey. I don't even know why. Why is that even a thing? Um One thing that I really did like was at the very end, spoilers, okay, when the pig woman from the underworld or Ender, whatever, is defeated. And she's like, wait, come here. I have one last thing to tell you. He's like, man, I'm not getting next to you. You got a knife. She's like, no, really. And she's like defeated
Mhm.
and weakened. He gets like a little bit closer and she pulls out the knife and he's like, get that out of here.
Mhm.
Ah, okay, no, really, seriously, come here. He's like, you just have another knife. She's like, no wisdom. Yeah. Falls with
But
another
it just kept
knife.
going on, and I was like, "Why? What is your? Why are we fighting each other in the first place? What is the point?"
So funny. That was
Because,
so stupid funny. Like dumb
but
humor, you know?
it was like, why are you guys at war with each other, though? I
It
don't understand.
because the she wanted the underworld to come up and to be
Well,
all
why?
creativity to be wiped out of the world. That was
Why?
the
What?
entire premise. What the?
Just
Oh
because
my.
she was a dancer when she was a girl and somebody made fun of her, and that's it?
Yeah,
That's the whole
she was
reason?
on she was on Minecraft's Got Talent,
Oh my gosh.
and they laughed at her.
It was one of
And
those
so she
things
was
you're
like,
just
I'm
watching,
getting revenge. No more
and
creativity.
I'm just having a lobotomy watching this movie. It's just like,
It was awful.
okay.
Now, one thing that came out of this was a horrible trend in movie theaters where people were waiting for Minecraft Steve to say chicken jockey, and you probably have seen it already all over the
Yeah.
internet where people were throwing popcorn buckets, shooting confetti cannons, taking their shirts off and hooting and hollering, and it became a horrible trend in these movie theaters. And I felt so bad for the workers at this time because it's like y'all don't get paid enough anyways, you
Mhm.
know?
Well, there was one instance, I think, in Chicago where that happened, and the movie theater burned down, and like 30 people died.
No, that
No.
didn't happen. You're so full of crap. Goodness gracious.
Help
How did
me!
you had me going.
Burning!
Yeah, and the theater was
Betty!
burning. The theater was burning as lava chicken was going on. Lava chicken. Ooh, what Steve's lava chicken, it's as tasty as hell. That's exactly how the song goes.
Ooh, mamacita.
Yeah, shaking the
Yeah.
bell. That is so Jack Black. So
Yeah.
that was the Minecraft movie, if you can believe it. Okay, it came out
Yeah,
and
but
Okay.
it
it's
did
saved.
better than Snow White.
it saved movie theaters. It saved
It did so
year
much
far.
better than Snow White.
Okay, I have a question. Your statement, it saved movie theaters. Are movie theaters like, guys, we need this movie to do well, or that's it?
Yes.
It's like a mom and pop movie theater. If this movie blows, we just need Snow White to do so well, or this movie theater will not last until the summer.
No,
What do you
it's
mean, Dad?
at this point, yeah, it is. I mean, in fact, it's made more money, I think, at this point than Super Mario Brothers did, or at least opening weekend, it surpassed that.
No, there's
Yes.
no way. There's no way.
Minecraft made more money than Super Mario World did opening weekend. Look it up.
Minecraft movie opening weekend.
I'm looking up Mario.
But
Okay,
because
it did have-
because the beginning of the year for movies has been so bad, because of just the trash that they've been
Right.
offering. So
Okay.
Minecraft
It did surpass
saved.
the Super Mario Brothers movie.
No
Minecraft-
way.
A Minecraft movie had a record-breaking opening weekend, grossing 163 million domestically and 313.7 million globally. This makes it the biggest opening weekend for any video game movie adaptation. It also surpassed the Super Mario Bros. Movie for the best domestic opening weekend for a video game movie. Holy schmolies.
Wow. So the
People
Super
were
Mario Bros.
desperate
Movie made
for-
146.4 million during its opening weekend in North America.
People were desperate for
That's wild.
Families for, I think, just like a no political, no feminism,
No Rachel Zegler.
yeah, none of that. Just go in there, Jack Black it up, laugh, popcorn. It's just, it's crap, but it's good crap. At least you can say that.
It's gonna also really help. You know what's gonna help is Lilo and Stitch. That will do really well.
I think so. I think you're right.
Lilo and
I
Stitch
don't
is
know.
gonna make, yes, it'll make a ton of money.
Because Lilo and Stitch doesn't have the message. It doesn't have the programming set aside. It's not coming in with an agenda. It's just, this is a fun, silly movie.
I'm afraid. Here's what I'm afraid, okay? In Lilo and Stitch, the animated movie, they never said Defax is gonna come take you, Lilo, away from Nani. I'm afraid that they're gonna pull something like that, where they're having, where as a kid or as an adult, what the situation is, that this is her sister and she's gonna take her away. Obviously, that was made very clear, but I feel like in this live action movie, they're gonna make it too real life, where it's like you're actually having the caseworker talk about these things, and the caseworker is DFAX or Child Protective Services or whatever,
Well, you have to, because of
They
Mr.
won't
Bubbles.
make it that heavy-handed.
Right, but those things were never said in the Lilo and Stitch movie. They didn't have to be said. They didn't say CPS or DFAX, okay? But I feel like in this one, they're going to make it very apparent. Are you sure?
It's the local government agent, or local, just.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that was the Minecraft movie. I'm glad it's saving movie theaters. It definitely needs to. Now, here's one that, will this also save theaters?
No.
The Thunderbolts.
No.
The Thunderbolts?
No.
Early reviews
I do have a buddy that's going to go see it, but no.
Oh, yeah. Early reviews so far have said it's kind of split. It's supposed to be kind of funny, but it also has a lot of dark humor, or it's serious. So people are kind of split on it.
So far, Rotten Tomatoes has given it an 89%, and IMDb has given it a 7.8 out of 10.
That's fair. It's not bad.
It does not appeal to me at all.
I think because you don't know who the villain is. You have no idea. You're walking into that movie. If you have not seen any of the past 5 years worth of Marvel post Endgame, you're going to be like, I don't know anything that's going on. I don't know any of these characters. I don't know who the villain is. there's no Thanos. I don't know what's going on.
Hulk is in it though, or apparently Red Hulk or something, because Harrison Ford's in it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, if you didn't even see Captain America: Brave New World, that seems like
Right.
a must watch. Then.
So I don't know. Are you guys planning on going to see this one? I am not. I've seen my Marvel movie for the year, and that was Captain Falcon or whatever the heck it was, Captain America.
You don't even know the name.
Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe. I'm not sure.
No. Polite pass. Onward.
I'm just not appealed by Marvel movies anymore. I do not care. I simply do not care. But we'll wait until the reviews come out from the local people, from the normal everyday people like you and me, to see how it, popped up, how it showed up. But anyways, let's go ahead and go on to Sinners, okay? The movie with zombies. Are they zombies? Or no, they're vampires. 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 Brian, you saw it. How did it go?
Okay, Sinners is one of the best movies I've seen in years. Loved it. It's an original film by Ryan
Yes.
Coogler, the director of Black Panther 2, starring Mike B. Jordan, who's like, man, get this guy more starting roles. He's such a good actor.
Yeah.
007.
Oh.
No, he's American.
He's not British.
So?
No,
007
James
is
Bond
always
has
British.
to be British.
He's
There's
gotta
no
be.
way. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing that I love the most about this movie, because it's like a Southern Gothic vampire monster movie, but the music, Sister Katie, the music.
That's so funny. I was gonna ask you if the music was any good.
Oh my! It's some of the best music I've heard in a movie forever. The score by Ludwig Göransson, who won an Oscar for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that guy.
But
Loved him.
but the soul music, the blues music. Oh my goodness! In fact, there's a sequence in this film that film people will be talking about 50 years from now. It's that good of a scene.
Ooh.
Where this dance number goes on in this kind of African American honky tonk that it's just does so many things with music and imagery that nobody's really done before. It's groundbreaking. It's like cool. This is like movies, an R-rated movie that they used to make back in the day that teenagers would talk about that they got to go see, and be like, oh, that's the edgy, cool R film. This is what that is.
Yeah.
And it was just excellent.
Well, fun. How exciting is that? I did not like the trailer when I saw it because I was like, evil! I did not. I was like, I don't know. It looks too dark.
Yeah,
and
it's got a
scary
good
for
mix
me.
of like Jordan Peele, like the Jordan Peele Get Out films, but it's
Yeah.
still a monster movie. And it was perfect because I went at night, and so the theater was full of teenagers, which is always the best audience when you're in a monster movie, to have teenagers in there because they're always kind of excited, with
Lively. It's a lively
vibe.
audience.
Yeah, that's a good word. They're a lively audience for all the the sexiness of the film and the action, the monsters, all that. So I mean, I just
And it's like,
absolutely
wah!
Oh, Katie, two words for you. Buddy Holly. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Buddy Holly. Got it. Well, that is Brian's review of Sinners. If you've seen it, let us know down in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Or were you also like, it's too scary? No. Too evil. Alrighty, moving on to now we've got some TV stuff that's going on, okay? Andor, season 2 of Andor and season 2 of Last of Us have also come out in this last time. Have you guys checked them out yourselves?
No, Andor is on my list of
No.
things to watch. I have not seen season 1, but it is on my list.
Right.
Okay? Don't hurt me.
How about Last of Us season 2?
No.
Did you watch season 1?
No.
No. Okay. Brian, you watched season 1 of Last of Us.
No,
Didn't
I did
you?
not. I don't have HBO.
Oh.
No.
I'm the only one
Not an
who's watched
HBO
it.
guy.
Okay. Season 1 was awesome. I will gladly watch season 2. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know if I can do this anymore, people. Okay. I need the whole season out. I don't want to I want to binge it. I don't want to wait episode I hate these weekly updated stuff.
See, I'm the opposite. I like getting to wait and soak in that one episode at a time.
No, I'm getting tired of it. I want to binge it. I want to sit because I can't allot so much time each week to doing it. I want to allot the 7 hours, dang it, to just done.
Who has 7 hours?
A pregnant woman
Oh.
who doesn't want to leave her house because it hurts to breathe. Especially when you're 7 months pregnant.
Dang, wait. Yeah, it hurts to breathe.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. Don't give a flip if you take my life breathing. Anyways.
You're never gonna see me leave this house again.
I got an ant bite and my foot itches. But
I have
anyways.
7 hours to binge on The Last of Us.
Last of Us season 2.
But I'm also like, do I watch it? Because everybody else is.
Okay, so we have the Timmy character. Who is this character?
This one?
Yeah.
Darla.
My name is Crystal.
Crystal.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. Crystal with
And
a K.
Crystal and Timmy are siblings. Yeah.
Ugh.
I hate my family.
Who's Timmy?
Exactly.
So, Crystal dates that one white kid from Powerpuff Girls. That's the son of that one white guy with the glasses who becomes a supervillain. And his wife is like, "Everybody sit down,
the
we're
neighbor?
going to have dinner."
The neighbor?
Yeah.
Those Powerpuff
And the
Girls
little,
ruined my dinner!
Finish
and
that
the-
pee,
the
Professor.
the daughter is like, "Anyone want to play jacks?" Like,
Yes.
shut up, we're about to
Yeah.
fight. But
That's
the
so
son
good.
is like, "I hate everyone."
Yes. Okay, now I'm there.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Mitch.
Even
Oh, Mitch
the guy
Mitchelson?
that talks
Man,
like
screw that
this.
kid.
Mitch Mitchelson.
the guy that destroys the gerbil.
Leave Twiggy alone.
Twiggy!
Twiggy's like,
Is that the glue kid?
No, that's
that the
no,
that's
Elmer.
mwah, mwah,
His
mwah,
name is-
mwah,
his name
mwah.
is Elmer.
Oh.
Get it like Elmer's glue?
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Elmer, what the heck are you doing, you son of a gun? What the heck, man?
Elmer, you're like 8 years old. Act your age, bro.
He's like,
Gross.
Man, okay, so Andor. I've heard wonderful things about Andor. I have not heard much about The Last of Us season 2 yet. Not any news about it. But I would love to watch it. I'm just not there yet. I want all of it out before I watch it. So, if you have seen it, let us know how it's going. And then if you've seen Andor, let us know how that's going. I've heard really amazing things about that show. I just don't think it's for me. Just not for me. Now, Star Wars Episode 3, okay, was re-released, and I love this. The hype over it was so awesome on social media because, you know, those are one of the ones from the past that people dunked on and hated for so long, but then all of a sudden became like this cult following afterwards, and then Hayden Christensen was apparently beloved, even though he was so hated and when the movies first came out.
It's funny
So
how things change.
yeah, 15 years later, it's like, Hayden, Hayden, Hayden. And he's like, oh, guys, stop it. Guys, you're like, he's very cute watching now whenever he goes to like Comic-Con or something. He's like, stop. Because he was so hated when those movies came out. Now it's like, let him live in the limelight, But it was awesome to see all of the hype over Star Wars 3.
Kill them like animals. I hate them.
I hate you. Yeah, exactly.
It did make globally $42.2 million, which is really good.
Wow.
Dollars million?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Good for them.
Hey, I had a thought the other day.
No
It was last
way.
week.
You thinking?
Yeah. Imagine that. My brain is so wrinkly these days from how much thinking I do.
Mine's getting
Anyway,
smooth.
No, I had a realization. You know how movies suck lately overall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's because John Williams is not composing music anymore. Coincidence?
Yeah, but I mean,
think not.
he was only pretty much he was like exclusive to Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And he's ancient now. He's like 99, something like that.
He's still
Yeah.
going though. Like he still goes in concerts
No,
and
he's in a
whatnot.
He's not.
wheelchair.
He doesn't compose music.
He's-
Yeah, he doesn't compose music. He is feeble. He is
Yeah,
very feeble.
it's
But think about it. The last, I don't know what the last movie he made was, but it's been a little while. And
Fablemans.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm not sure. Yeah.
But
Or Indy 5. He did Indy 5. Yeah.
he probably had a lot of people helping on that though, and just was
Yeah.
credited. Especially since it was the original theme.
Right.
So
I know Quentin
Just a
Tarantino, he's gone on record saying this era of cinema is the worst ever.
It is. Wait, who said that? Gene Hackman?
no, Tarantino.
No,
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
Tarantino.
Gene Hackman, didn't he die?
Yeah, he is dead.
Yeah.
he
So
died,
he didn't say anything.
Okay. Yeah,
But no, Tarantino said
I
this
agree
is
with him.
it's the worst era. It's nothing. It's
It's
just not
because,
good.
well,
Never mind.
The hype is
he's
not
all
there.
robotic.
Yeah.
But we had the SAG-AFTRA stuff happen. We had COVID happen. We had AI happen.
Man.
Ugh. It's been just a whole nightmare of going on. So I feel bad for all of these, actual good writers.
That's
Good
one
writers. I don't
reason-
feel bad
that's
for
one
the
reason-
Minecraft writers.
That's one reason why I enjoyed Sinners, because it felt. I'll tell you what. Here's the thing with Sinners. Sinners is a good movie. It's not a great movie. Okay. But
Okay.
it felt like a movie that 30 years ago they would have made, and it would have just been excellent. It would have just been solid.
Right.
It's just they don't make big blockbuster or take it like musicals or horror films, like taking chances with stuff. They just don't do it anymore. Everything is just so corporate.
I
So that's
agree.
why that's why Sinners work. What the heck are you laughing at?
You get so robotic for some reason.
Now I did understand what you said. I did, but you were like
It was
beep,
Robot
boop,
Brian. Beep boop bop boop.
beep, boop, bop. But I did understand what you said. This is a movie
Yes.
that it's dope. If it were
30
made
years ago, this would have been one of the ones to talk about.
Yeah.
But what's stopping it from being so great now? I don't understand. Is it just
It's just you got to think about it this way, like the greatest films of all time. What sets them apart from like a regular movie, like back in the day,
originality.
But back in the
Originality, yeah.
day when we were growing up, they made movies that cost 50, 60 million dollars,
Right.
$40 million. But people went to go see them and they would talk about them, and some of them would end up being good movies, or movies that people thought were their favorites, or they didn't have to. There was a kind of an in between. There's the good Oscar movies that will last forever, and then the absolute trash. Then there's the movies that are
Baby
in the
geniuses.
middle. Yeah, the baby geniuses are the absolute crap. But then there's the movies in the middle, like the comedies, the horror films, the action films that people would watch and be like, this was really good. This was entertaining. This was
But
worth my
even
time.
but even I can throw in the argument like with Oppenheimer, that is a drama. That's a cinematic drama, and that did super well. And for that to come out nowadays and do super well seems rare. It's kind of the same thing with how comedic movies do nowadays. You don't see them ever come out in theaters because we know they're going to flop. But Talladega Nights in 2005, that was a classic. People loved and ate that up. They went to the theater. So I'm always wondering, how did this movie do good but this one didn't? How come Sinners isn't doing just as good as
I
Oppenheimer
would
would
say,
if it's got an originality?
Sinners
also,
Sinners is doing well. Sinners is I think it cost $90 million to make, and it's made that back so far. And then with
Okay.
Oppenheimer is a Chris Nolan movie, and he makes each of his films come out every 2 to 3 years. So you got to wait for those, and those are usually. And then if you look at Chris Nolan, look at all his movies. He has some that are still. All his movies are good, but
He's
there's
got
some
a
that are
good
better than
catalog.
others.
Okay.
Like you would put like Dark Knight Returns way at the bottom. You'd put The
So
Prestige
so
at the
sometimes does
bottom.
it have to do with like actors, directors, and then also subject matter?
I think so. I mean, Oppenheimer it's got all A-list actors in it. It's Chris
Right.
Nolan at the top of his game. It's got all these things working together that make it like this is a movie that's going to make $1 billion.
Okay.
Whereas
Katie, you
if
had an idea too.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think two things. Marketing is one, and in a case like Oppenheimer, it was on something historical that literally changed the course of the human race.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was going to do something, that, and it's still, I know it's been a long time, but it's still fresh in everybody's mind. It's something that we've all studied in school. Everybody knows about it.
That's fair.
Yeah, so as opposed to Sinners, that title doesn't really tell us what it's about. Sinners makes me think of, I don't know, like a movie like, I know it's not, but it makes me think of, by the title alone, a movie like True Grit.
Yeah.
Just by
That's what it
the
makes me think of. Like those
just
2009 movies that were coming out at the time.
yeah,
2009
it,
through
it makes me
2011.
think of either just like a Final Destination film, but in old Western times. But I don't know because I'm not seeing what it is. I'm not getting a lot of marketing, and that title doesn't really tell me anything. Just Sinners. So,
I wonder if
Oppen-
the title also worked against it a little bit. Where people are not wanting to advertise it as much because it's got like a ooh,
Well,
that's a ooh,
here's the thing with Sinners. It's rated R. That's always a tough
right.
sell for large audiences. Um, it's got a largely African American audience. Pretty tough, unfortunately. It's a musical.
Oh, is
Tough.
it? I did not know that.
Yeah, it has musical elements, but there's a
Okay.
lot of singing and dancing in it. It's a horror film. Tough. Usually horrors does really well with like teens. It's just a small segment of the population. So you put all that together, it's like, oh, this is a tough sell. But when
Yeah.
somebody goes and watches it, like, oh, word of mouth, this is really good. This is really enjoyable. This is not like something that, you see, so that's why it's That's one reason why it needs to be celebrated, because it is so different. And it is finding its
Well,
mark.
I really hope it does well, honestly. And it continues to do well, because I do like when someone does something different and it's successful, you know? I want more like that. Because moving on to our next topic, we have our legitimate fourth installment, I think, if I'm correct, of Fantastic Four. Gosh, so the trailer has been released for that. Brian, what did you have to say about it? And while you're talking about it, I actually have to go to the baño, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pregnant lady things.
While little sister is peeing, Fantastic Four trailer. It's retro, vintage. I don't know how it connects to current MCU. Do I really care at this point? Is what everybody's thinking right now.
No,
Silver
don't.
Surfer, it's a woman. Okay.
Which, okay, I've been
I
hearing people debate this both ways. Yes, historically, there was one instance of the Silver Surfer being a female. So what? Get out of here with that crap.
yeah.
Get
No,
out of
I
here.
mean I
That's
just
like
don't
taking the
care.
Silver Surfer and making it like bronze or I don't know, emerald.
Yeah.
Like, come
I
on.
I just don't care though. Like it says Surfer Silver. I don't It's a
You know
Surfer
nobody's gonna go
Silver.
see that anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can make it however political they want. They can change um the Human Torch into the Human Extinguisher. Like
Um,
they
but
they're
it's
gonna
like
they're gonna make whatever kind of changes they're gonna make, and it's not gonna be popular anyway. Nobody's gonna go see it.
at this point though too, I'm also like Pedro, bro. Do you have to be in everything, dog? Don't you need to take a break, dude?
Yeah,
You
I mean,
you've been in
he's doing the Chris Pratt
everything.
thing.
Oh my gosh! At
Chris
this,
Pratt,
but
Tom
no, I
Holland.
literally, it's like you are in every media thing that comes out every other month. Like, don't you have a family? Don't you need to go on vacation, dog? Seriously, bro.
He's on
Otherwise,
vacation in those Corona commercials.
oh yeah, I forgot about those too.
Yeah, he's there. He's there too.
But
Wait,
at
what?
this point, it's like, what, what, who is this movie for? The Fantastic Four movie. Who really wants to see this retro, almost Incredibles? Because that's what it looks like. It's like Incredibles.
You know what I do want to go see, and it's in tandem with Fantastic Four. I saw that there is a documentary being made about a younger guy who was like in close quarters, very close ties, like very very close ties with Stan Lee. And he said that nobody knows Stan Lee. Nobody knows the story of Stan Lee when he was elderly and how abused
Oh
and
yeah, I've heard.
mistreated he
Yeah,
was.
Yes. I saw some of that
Where
footage.
he
yeah,
was literally
elder
put
abuse.
into closets and
Hmm.
kept
Yeah,
there.
that's so
So I'm
sad.
like, oh,
It's tragic what they did to him.
oh. So I want to see that documentary. That
I
is worth more than all of the Marvel movies combined.
Yeah.
Excelsior is just, it's tragic, absolutely
Yeah.
shameful.
Now, what Fantastic Four looks like to me, it looks like AI. It doesn't look real.
Will it have
Looks
to
like
have one of those things at
Incredibles.
the bottom that says
Yeah.
not
It might
creatively
need a
driven by
it might
AI?
need a disclaimer, because looking at it, it reminds me of AI. I don't know why. It just doesn't look. That ain't natural. It don't look natural. I don't know why. It's just giving me those vibes. I don't know. Like, it's giving me those you ever see like the dark fantasy TikToks on TikTok before where they like take a franchise and they put it in dark fantasy and they're like, what would it be like if it was from, this time period?
No.
And it's got like this music and whatever. It looks like they put a filter over this movie to almost look like it was
Oh,
AI. It looks AI
kind of like
generated.
the Ghibli filters and then the Muppet
Yeah,
I
filters
hate
and
those
those
too.
two.
I hate
okay.
those.
It looks close enough, but not quite right. Close enough, but something's off. That's
You
what it looks like to
know,
me.
at this point, like the glut, we are really coming into the absolute glut, the overexposure of superhero films. Like right
Yeah.
now, Superman is supposed to come out this summer,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's like, what haven't we seen in a superhero film that Superman can do, that or Fantastic Four can do that can do it better? It's just at this point, I think we've seen everything.
That's why stuff like The Boys and Invincible was so like, whoa, so in your face because it was different. It was a different take on your
Yeah,
Saturday night or your Saturday morning cartoon. Even I'll give it to Katie's X-Men 97. All right, it was different. It went beyond what we've seen so far. And we need that. It's has that originality. It makes it cool again. It's like, you guys got to watch this show because in that first episode of season 1 of Invincible, you come out the door swinging, all right, and literally brains are being bashed out and you're just sitting on the edge of your seat like, I didn't know I signed up for this. So, and then it hooked you right in that moment, and it kept the momentum. That's what made it cool. It's not your Batman Beyond or something. It's not your Dark Knight. And I mean, Dark Knight was different too, but it's not your Marvel movie is what I'm trying to say. It went beyond the expectation, and I feel like that's what we've been missing. We're missing that extra little give me something that doesn't just make this an ordinary superhero
Well,
film.
and you know what it boils down to overall? Two things. Corporate greed, where the industry dabbles in there and it says we need to fit this formula. And that leads to the second thing, that formula is formulated around politics and being politically correct. And so nobody wants that. It doesn't matter which side of the ground you're on. Nobody wants that. People want to be
It's
taken
safe.
away. That's why, in my opinion, Minecraft did so well. It was mind-numbing fun.
It was brain rot.
Yes,
it
and
was.
I think
It was. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, if you're going to just if that's your goal, like just to let your brain cells die for a bit, just so that you don't have to focus on anything, then yeah, it's gonna make a ton of money. It's gonna be great. But
Yeah, that you don't have to focus on the policies
when
and
you have to constantly think about what the plot is, who are these people? What are they doing? Who's that person? What is the goal? Oh, now there's this device that they're trying to get. It's just too complicated and nobody wants to think anymore. People just don't have the focus for that anymore. You've got to find a fine line with that. Like, where can we have interesting things happen but still be inviting for people to just come in and enjoy what they're watching?
that's why
Just
Barbie was great
relax.
too.
Yes,
Barbie,
Barbie is a perfect example of that. It was
Barbie,
thought provoking.
yes, it was, but
It
it
was thought
grabbed you from the
provoking.
beginning of just being a fun movie.
Yes, and it was very, very fun. It perfectly balanced those two things. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't shoving it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
It was very prevalent. Like it was there. You couldn't miss it.
Girl power.
Yeah, you couldn't miss it, but it was still in a very fun way.
Yes, it was
So.
not. And whoever took it that way of like it's bashing men and whatever, it's like you're the problem. You're the one who's making movies agenda based. It's like this was not agenda. This was just saying look at women. They're part of society, okay? And this
Mhm.
is what they have to go
And
through.
what's funny is
That's
that
it.
a lot of people that I said, "Oh, it is feminist," usually they're men. That's what I hear. They're from men talking, and it's like, you're missing the point. You literally missed
Yeah.
the point.
That's why we shut up. Why women just sit
Roll our
down.
eyes and just whatevs. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
anyway, that was a
movies in
segue.
general. Yeah. So superhero movies, they're in that same boat. All right, we've got 2 last things to talk about. These are big. All right. I'm super excited about both of these things. The freaking NFL draft, man. The NFL draft. Hang on. I got to get the
I love that's the Fox theme. Fox theme is the best.
No, but this one.
Oh,
The Tennessee
Oh,
Titans.
doesn't it make you get so hyped up?
That they want.
It gets you hyped. You're like, let's go. Who's next? I love
Cam
it. It
Ward.
makes me so excited.
I love the crowd that's there. They have to be so dedicated.
They really are. They're so
Because
excited.
there are no seats anywhere.
Uh-uh.
Have you ever stood that long in,
you know how
in
many-
a crowded place like that?
Do you know how many people were there for that draft? 205,000 people were live at the
We're in
NFL
Green Bay?
draft. Yes, that's more than the population of Green Bay. Were there for the draft. So look,
I watched the
NFL
Pat McAfee show afterwards,
Oh,
the next day, and he's like, "People are still here. This is a huge thing in this town right now. This is like
Look.
the biggest thing that they've had."
At this point, the NFL is the biggest thing on the planet. All right, if it has more people going to it than the Super Bowl itself, I mean, and this is not even people. Nobody's playing a football. They're just walking out and getting picked. You know, it's
They're walking
so
out of the
big.
back room.
Forever. It takes forever.
It cracked me
But
up
I love
how they
it.
walk
I
out of the
love
back
it.
room.
I love it, and I can't get enough of it.
It was so hyped up.
There's
It was
nothing
awesome.
like it. This product that they have made now, this billion-dollar product, is some of the best entertainment that you can ever have. You know, especially
Wesley
if you're.
and I had a party.
Hunter and I were watching it. We had a great time.
I did Joey Nova's pizza party for it this year, and it was awesome. I mean, it was just great.
Wesley and I, well, we were supposed to have pizza, which we did. We had pizza. We were going to watch it on our projector. But he's like, I'll just listen. We'll just listen to it on the phone while I play football. So he was playing football, and we listened to it.
I was playing Mario Kart with some people on Twitch and having a great time also watching the draft in front of me.
Bug bite.
Yeah, because
I've got a bug bite on my foot.
It is one of those things where you definitely can do other activities while
Yeah.
because there's a lot
plenty.
of interludes. There's some time.
I was
between.
playing I was on my Switch playing Animal Crossing again, mind numbing, just relaxing, catching butterflies.
But it was awesome. It was so entertaining still. Yet, you know, it was.
Okay, can we talk about the elephant in the room? What's his name? Not Deshaun.
Shador?
Shador, that's it. Coach Prime's son.
I mean,
That
there's so
was
many
my favorite.
stories. There's so many stories to pull. I mean, especially if you're into the NFL, fantasy football, everything. Katie just actually joined our fantasy league, our family fantasy dynasty league.
I was finally invited.
She got her own team now. So that's cool. But yeah, so Shador Sanders was star college player, supposed to be drafted high, ends up he was supposed to be a first round, second round pick, ended up sliding all the way down to the 5th pick and got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. It was big news. I mean, in fact, people outside of NFL circles were talking about it, like, whoa, what the heck is going on? So
Yeah.
fascinating.
Very
Even
excited for this next season.
Even
No,
the
but
president
okay.
himself came in and
Did you
talked
hear
about
this
it.
story? Did you hear this story that Shador Sanders, while he was waiting, he was supposed to be allegedly in the first round pick,
Yes.
but he was not even
Right.
second round. He
Right.
was like 117th pick, something
He
like
was
that.
fifth round.
Yes, and the son of
Yes.
the Falcons
Defensive
head
coordinator.
coach, yeah,
Mhm.
that's it,
Defensive coordinator. Yeah.
called Shador during that time to prank him and say, "Hey, you got to wait longer to be picked."
Oh
Yeah.
You didn't hear
no.
that, Ileana?
There,
No.
Well, here's what
look it up.
happened.
You can look it up
Here's
online.
what
There's a
happened.
clip. His
As
kid
of
posted it online.
not only that, but that coach and the Falcons were fined $350,000 for that.
Because it was bad. It was
Our
Rightfully
head
so.
coach, the new one that
He's
we
not the
just
head
got last
coach.
season.
He's not the head
Defensive
coach. He's the
coordinator,
defensive
defensive
coordinator.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He and the Falcons were fined $350,000 for that.
No.
It was the defensive coordinator's son, who's 21 years old, should freaking know better, should get his butt kicked, 100%.
Yeah, he really should.
He films it like it's a joke, like, dude, this is a guy your age that you're totally just dunking on, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Publicly,
it's just not even
like more
funny.
than publicly.
It's not even funny though. It's absolutely stupid. In fact,
I didn't even hear about this. Oh my gosh.
he did it to he did it to numerous players in the draft. He did it to guys all throughout the players that would
Wow.
get drafted.
But my question is, who gave him the phone numbers?
So apparently there is a call sheet that had numbers of the players, because during the draft, coaches, the front office will call the player, let him know, hey, buddy, you're joining this team. Congratulations. You're getting picked. We're going to take you. We're really excited to see what you have. So teams have that information, but that should be absolute. So one of the reasons they got fined, the Falcons got fined, is that they weren't keeping better tabs on that confidential information so that it doesn't go into the hands of the public,
a 21-year-old,
right,
or some dipstick, 20-year-old dude named Jax. Okay, screw you, Jax. Dude better
really
watch
his
out.
Name?
Yes, Jax.
Hate that name.
Dude better watch out,
Ash.
because he's gonna be walking down the street one day and he's gonna get absolutely jumped, and it is gonna be completely,
a massacre,
sorry, buddy,
and they'll call it a suicide.
Yeah. Valid for your stupidity.
Mm.
Now, why we bring that up, and why it's not only because of the situation itself, but we're obviously, Falcons fans. We're in Atlanta. We're based here. So that's why it's like, whoa, dang, that's a huge hit. That is wild. I did not hear about that at all. I can't believe that happened.
Look it up. Look up the video. It's on.
No,
you can
I
find it
can't.
anywhere.
I can't.
But I mean, the dude is absolute. Like, man, train your sons not to grow up do stupid like this, okay? Or any of the other kind of stuff that kids do, where they eat tampons or dumb stuff
Tide
like
Pods.
That. I don't know. Tide, what
Now,
I
at
mean.
the same time, Shador was not very humble. Neither was Coach Prime. In fact, Coach Prime had said a couple years ago that his son would never play for the Cleveland Browns. He would rather him flip burgers or something than join the Cleveland Browns, and here he is joining the Cleveland Browns.
Man, so
it happens.
Here's I've got a clip from our local news station, 11 Alive. They've got the press conference of him apologizing to Shador. That is wild. I'm going to give that a watch after the podcast is over, but that's absolutely crazy. I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
So, y'all, this is going to be a crazy year. I'm hoping that Shador, because he was so, obviously he was like one of the ones that people wanted, but somehow got dropped down so low.
He wasn't.
What do you mean?
He was not one of the. He was not
It's complicated.
really. He played for Colorado. He played for the University of Colorado. He played under his father. His father was the coach,
Right.
Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders was very full of himself, full of pride for his son. Which, yeah, be prideful for your son. Love your son.
Right.
But overall, the school didn't do that well. They weren't very memorable. It wasn't a wow year. I think it was a winning season, but nothing really.
Maybe here's what I'm getting at. Maybe he's gonna be like a Brock Purdy type.
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant.
It's possible.
Possible. If it's popsicle, it's possible. We've got your mom in the chat with us saying hi. Hi, your mom. So yeah.
Let me just tell you guys this one thing. Let me tell you guys this one thing, then we'll move on.
Let's hear it.
When it comes to Shador.
Let me tell you something.
All right. Once upon a time, there was this quarterback named Josh who got drafted, and for 2 years, when he played for a team in New York, he was really, really bad. Like, god-awful. Throwing interceptions and everything. But after a while, he kept working at it. The ugly duckling, Josh Allen, and eventually he became the MVP of the NFL. So Shador's got a chance.
It's a good story.
He's got a chance.
I didn't say he didn't. I'm just saying he's got to swallow some of that pride of his, eat some humble pie,
and if he takes
and put in the time.
The horrible, legendary, poopy Cleveland Browns to Super Bowl, then nobody will ever think anything about it.
Do it. Do it.
That'd be awesome.
Let's go, Cleveland. Let's go, bro. Yeah.
This is going to be such a good year. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for football already. And it's April. Well, okay. I mean, next month is May. Tomorrow.
Man, we're still in golf season.
Bro, who freaking cares about golf?
I'm actually starting to enjoy watching it. It's actually kind of dramatic.
Okay, Tiger Woods. All right. Anyways, this is the last news segment that we're going to talk about, and it's probably the heftiest one, and this is the one that girl has been squealing about.
Do I need to get more
toys?
Wait,
no, you have to read the headline that I wrote. It has to be...
Okay, prefaced. Bad news for Nintendo as millions of fans protest the chaos that Nintendo has created with the pre-order lottery for the Switch 2.
I've heard people say they're not even going to get it because
I can't get it. I can't afford it.
The way Nintendo has treated them and everything that...
Let's see.
They want to go where they feel appreciated. And,
let me bring up a conversation that I have with,
which is definitely Microsoft, right?
Buddies.
No, Microsoft is dead.
Oh, TJ Four Snakes says, "Start a GoFundMe. I'll donate $2." Woohoo! Starting somewhere. Thanks, TJ.
Wait, is it $4.99 for Switch 2?
No.
It's $4.50.
No. Yes.
$4.50.
With Mario Kart, it's $500.
Okay.
And yeah. I think that's where people get misled a little bit. They keep saying the number 500 keeps bopping around. It's not 500. It's 450.
But no, I think you're wrong. You might as well just get the box with Mario Kart.
You might as well just get.
But
Mario
you don't.
Kart.
Might as well.
You have the option. Now,
it's still stupid expensive. Don't get them wrong.
Here's my rebuttal, and people have short memories. If you remember the initial launch of the PlayStation 3, it was exorbitant.
Like $6.99.
It was like $700.
It was.
It was like $600, $700 for a PlayStation 3.
No one's sweeping that under the rug. They're just saying, still, why are we paying so much money for a stupid console?
Because why not? It is worth it. It is. You have the Nintendo Switch.
No,
Yes.
it's not. It's not even OLED, dude. It's not even OLED.
It is. It doesn't need to be OLED because it's already 1080p.
Why not make it 4K then?
Because not everybody has 4K televisions.
At least the screen will be 4K. You can still play it.
The screen won't be. Why does it need to be? What games does it need to be for 4K?
Boo.
No, and that also drains your battery.
Boo.
No. So not everybody has a 4K TV. That's saving you money, okay?
I don't know. You can
It's
get
becoming
4K
standard.
TVs
It's becoming
now.
industry standard, though.
You can get 4K TVs now for like $300. They're super cheap.
It's becoming standard.
But
they're going backwards.
You're buying a Switch. You can't afford.
You're going
You
backwards.
can't afford another TV.
Go forward. Go forward.
No.
I mean, you get a
Wrong.
package.
This is wrong.
Do a 4K TV and a Switch for $1,000. Yeah, probably all right.
Now and then I've heard people say, "Oh, it's just another Wii U." How dare you? How dare you say that it's like a Wii U?
You sounded just like your mother there.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I mean, really though, Wii U, yes, it had a new tablet feature, but that was it. With
TJ Four Snake says on PC I usually play on 2K for better frame rates.
That's a
2K?
PC.
What the
That's
heck
different.
is that?
What?
2K, like
what is this? 1987?
basketball, right?
Jeez.
No, basketball.
Don't be such a hater, man.
2K. God.
I think my bug butt is swelling. Anyway,
So was mine. Mine's on my
I have another
foot.
one here too. Tis the season for the bugs to come out of hibernation
Freaking hate the
South.
bugs.
in the south.
But
Anyway,
anyways, okay,
no,
the
so-
Switch.
Okay, so the Switch 2 is not like the Wii U. You've got.
I don't know who's saying that. That's incorrect.
I've read that multiple places, and I'm like,
Incorrect.
You're stupid. Is it expensive? Yes, it is definitely
Yes.
a luxury. It is a
Yes.
luxury, but rightfully so. When you look at what it's doing, when you look at what your console is doing, it's not like a PS5. What does a PS5 do? It just plays discs. It plays things on like media.
Here's the
okay?
issue, though, too. It's in competition with the Steam Deck. All right? And it has been in competition
It
with the
can't
Steam
be-
Deck.
It can't be in competition with the Steam Deck because it does completely different things. The only thing that it has
It's
going
handheld.
Okay, that's the only similarity it has.
That's a big similarity that it's a handheld
No,
console.
because PlayStation also has handheld consoles. But that is so far removed from
But-
them.
A handheld console that costs just maybe as much or a little bit less that you can play all of your Steam catalog on, whereas on your Nintendo Switch, you're limited to whatever is on that shop. That's it.
Right.
So, no, people
So-
are gonna start going towards a Steam Deck.
No, they're not because you just said it. Nintendo exclusivity. They're gonna.
There are good games on there, but that price, dude, that
Mm-mm.
price,
Alexa,
people are not
how
gonna
much
be
does
doing
a
it.
Steam Deck cost?
A top result
I think
is
it's
Valve
500.
Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte handheld gaming console. It's $800.
$800 for a Steam Deck.
And you
Whoa.
get every game you've played.
But
OLED
it's
as well.
$800. That is a luxury.
That is more
Absolutely.
than a
Because
PS5.
on top of that, you have to buy your games for the Steam Deck. You buy it on Steam. You still have to buy those
Wow.
games.
But there's so many more free ones on there
But
and much cheaper games as well.
The Switch 2, not only do both your Joy-Cons come off, they're both mouses.
But then you
mice.
also have the capability of you've got the Steam Deck and you've got your PC. You can play both. You've got your PC.
With
and
the
you've got
Switch
your Steam
2
Deck.
With the Switch 2, it has the capability of you just need one game and it goes to any one that else has one.
Wait,
But you
I have
don't
a
have-
question.
You don't
I have a
even
question.
need. Hold on. Wait. You don't even need the physical game to play it with multiple people. You just need one person that has the game, and then you can play it handheld with multiple people around you.
A quick question. Since I'm
Yes.
not really in the Nintendo community, I want to. So, what is the general consensus though from the Nintendo community? Are they really upset, or are everybody's
Yes.
like, yes,
It's
we're
split.
down for it? Is it
It's
really?
split.
Everybody's, I'll give them this. They're all very excited for the console. We've been
Okay.
waiting for this. Obviously, I'm excited for it. If I could afford it, I would buy it. I can't afford it. That's why I'm giving it some slack right now, or not slack, some grief right now.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
because it is obnoxious to have such a high price on this thing, where I don't think the features are as
Enticing. Yeah.
I'm not as enticed.
I think it is.
I don't know.
The camera feature alone, so good.
No.
During that direct, I'm like, oh well, I don't want that. Yes, I do, because it's that one more thing that they put with it. It's like, oh yeah, I do want that.
I'm gonna use it, but also if you're looking at the footage that they gave us, it looks terrible. It still looks so dated. It's like, this is brand new. This is coming out in 2025. Why does it look so bad?
Because you also have to look on the device that you're using to watch it. It's
No.
true. Yes.
No, this is from their showcase.
I listen, I understand, but if you're watching it on YouTube, you have to up that resolution or it's going to look bad. Trust me. Fix your resolution and then double check.
Dude, I'm talking about their footage that they put in it. It was lagging. It was lagged.
I didn't see any lag.
Yes, there was.
Any lag.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
were you not watching the Mario Kart stuff that they were showing? When they were saying, hey, okay, here is everybody's screen that you can see side by side, looking at everybody's different screen. It was lagging horribly.
I didn't see any lag.
You were blind then, because it was awful.
Okay.
It was so bad. I'm like, I get it. Like, there's gonna be a little bit, but that was like, wow. You need to go back and rewatch that, because that was shocking to see. TJ Fort, yes,
okay.
This is a brand new console with better hardware, supposedly.
Okay, that's also using a peripheral.
What?
The camera, that is a peripheral.
This is not this. This was the screen recording.
I'm telling you, I'm talking about the camera itself. What are you talking about?
Dude, I'm saying they're having their stuff recorded to show everybody what you're playing at that moment.
Yes.
And say you're playing Mario Kart. Hey, come to this location on the map. Oh, I can see where you are from your camera or whatever recorded on it. And it was laggy. It was very laggy.
Okay.
Does that not bother you?
No, it doesn't. Not in the slightest bit. Not in
How?
the slightest
You're
bit.
paying so much money for this thing that should be brand freaking new, and it's laggy? It's like getting Pokemon. I know you didn't care about it either, but you're getting a brand new product that looks bad.
It did not look bad to me.
Okay. You need to go back and watch it, because it did.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
How,
it was laggy.
Even Arlo said it, dude.
Arlo complains about everything.
But he was right.
Count how many times he uses the word disappointing in every video that he ever makes. And he's like,
but he was right about that one.
This game is so fantastic. I'm just disappointed that it's
Oh my gosh. No, that one was like,
okay,
is there
anything about the Switch 2 that you like?
The games I'm excited for. I'm excited for the Switch 2. What?
The lagging game that you're complaining about?
I'm complaining about the hardware and how they're trying to add this price onto it. And also, Mario Kart is $80 freaking flipping dollars. I understand that they're adding a lot of content, but what other video game have you played that's $80 freaking flipping dollars?
Grand Theft Auto
None.
6 will be probably about
Which
that.
we've waited almost 10 years for.
And if you count DLC
20.
for games, okay, I'll tell you this. I paid, or no, it was a gift, but Fire Emblem Three Houses is a $60 game. I paid an additional $25 for DLC.
Dang.
But
fact,
that's
Really
extra
love
content.
that emblem.
And I don't agree with that price, honestly, either. I don't. I think it's ridiculous as well.
It was worth it. It was totally worth it.
I think those prices are crazy.
How many hours did I put into Fire Emblem?
Well, too many.
800?
Maybe more.
Dang.
I gotta find. I gotta show you this because it's like, how did you miss it?
I paid $70 for Baldur's Gate 3. I paid $70 for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Remake. I don't think I bought any DLC for those.
This. How did you miss this? It's literally blurry in their direct. At the bottom, those bottom frames are so. Oh, I wish I could.
Okay, but that is arbitrary. That is literally 5 things going on the screen. 5 things.
This is
What is
brand
arbitrary?
new, expensive hardware.
It doesn't matter. You've got 5 things going on from 4 different locations. Okay? No wonder.
I'm paying for an upgrade.
It.
I might as well just keep my own Switch then.
Then keep your own Switch then. Just
I
do it.
am.
In fact, Doug Bowser, president of Nintendo of America, said if you don't want it, don't buy it. He said that himself. If you don't
Wait, the guy's
want
name
it,
is Bowser?
don't. His
Yeah, for
literal
real.
name is Doug Bowser.
Doug Bowser?
Doug Bowser. If
Yes.
you don't want it, don't buy it.
Doug
Okay,
B.
but there are people that do want it, and they will buy it.
I'm saying Nintendo has done this again and again. They're being greedy. And the internet has spoken. They agree.
To be a mediator here, and coming from the PlayStation side of things, everybody knows for forever I've been wanting like a PlayStation 5 or a PS5 Pro. At the end of the day, my PS4 works so well that I just can't pull the trigger on such an expensive chunk.
Yeah.
And you know, I've seen prototypes. I saw a prototype this past week of a potential PS6, and it's like,
I know.
but
And
why?
yeah, I've heard
to
those
go?
rumors. PS6 coming right around the corner, 2-3 years from now.
But why? What for? And that circles back to, okay, let's just say it is laggy. Let's just say it is behind on tech.
Yes, it is.
Where are you planning on going? Where is the scheme, the plan for video games, planning on going in the future to revolution itself? Nintendo is the smart one here. They always have been playing 4D chess because PlayStation and Xbox have nowhere to go. They have perfected video game graphics. You can literally see skin cells on people's hands.
Ew.
You can see everybody's individual pores on their noses and everything. You get everything.
Ew. I can smell them.
Nintendo has room for everything. Nothing is in a box for them. If they wanted to, they could. But they are saving money for the consumer overall so that all of their cool things that they do with their technology, it's not going to cost the consumer as much as it possibly could. So you don't have a $600 console.
TJ Forsnake says even side characters have dandruff on PS5.
Yes. gosh.
Dandruff.
Is it
It's
snowing
only
over
got a little
here?
sprinkle.
My
That's good.
lord.
So it's just, it's going to be one of those things. I want a Switch 2. Of course I do. Can't afford it. That
I would
price
say
pay.
start saving your money now. Start saving your money
Yep.
now and wait for Switch 3, and then you're good. You don't have to buy
Or
it.
just the console after, or whatever the heck it's
Yeah.
going to be. Man.
I've been saving my pennies. I every stipend I could get at work, I did it. I busted my butt. So my only hesitation is that if they come out with a Donkey Kong version of the Switch 2, I get the first ones first, I think I may poop myself. Like, what the frick? Are you kidding me?
But all that to be said, okay, I know we've had our little arguments back and forth. Guys,
It's your fault.
this is the year KT gets her wish. She gets Donkey Kong in 3D. Open world Donkey Kong. Guys, it happened. This girl, she's been hoping and praying to the Lord.
I think since the beginning of this podcast, yeah, she's been hoping and praying. 177
She's
episodes
been waiting. When I saw that announcement, I was like, here we go. A single tear for KT, everyone. A single tear.
Do you want to hear something bad though? Here comes my
What?
hollow time. I don't have a problem with his design. I actually love his design. It's the environment that I'm not sold on.
Because it's not jungle?
The design of the environment I'm not totally sold on yet.
I think you will. I think you're going to grow to like it.
Oh, I'm going to be like...
It's, for some reason, giving me Kirby and the Forgotten Land vibes.
Yeah, it is very cartoony, and I love that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very, very silly game. I think they are keeping some secrets. I am sad though that so far I don't think I've seen Diddy Kong. There are lots of other monkeys, but I haven't seen Diddy Kong yet.
I'm sure he's gonna be there.
I think I saw Funky Kong. I don't know.
I wonder what the plot is though. I'm excited to find out what the plot is.
I'm gonna play the crap out of this game. You don't understand.
This girl's gonna cry as soon as it uploads.
I've been waiting 11
It's gonna download and she's gonna cry.
Years. 11 years I've been waiting.
Wait, was that the last one from Tropical Freeze or what?
It's been 11 years since the first edition.
Since Tropical Freeze?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's why I've been like, okay, you've got your Metroids, you've got your Pikmin, you've got your Yoshis, you've got your Kirbys. Where's
Give us DK! Dang it! Give it to us! My poor son is probably sleeping and he's so upset. Well, that is going to conclude this week's episode of Bump That. We've been through a lot. We have been through a lot, guys. This whole entire time has been crazy.
Yes.
So, time will tell what happens in this following month of May. And we will see you then. We've got Brian somewhere on the screen.
May the 4th be with you.
It's gonna be May. We've got KT somewhere on the screen.
And on Revenge of the 5th. May the 4th be with you on Revenge of the 5th, Ileana. Ileana, no!
What?
May the 4th be with you on Revenge of the 5th.
The 6th will rise again. Oh my gosh. Fungus says,
everybody.
oh my days. Wait, what was it? Is there supposed to be something following that up?
Just close us out.
Help me out! April the 30th be with you. Am I doing it right? TJ, you're wonderful. Fungus says end it now.
End it now, please.
I don't know this one.
Just
Oh
end
no.
it.
Okay. Well, guys, this was a fun time. Look at she looks so done. Oh man, this has been fun, guys. We will see you guys in next month's episode. Bye bye. Look, Brian dipped out.